Welcome to Tara Astrology. What happens when Sun goes in the 8th house in your birth chart? Sun is a natural Atmakaraka, meaning it defines the purpose of your soul. What life paths you will go through in this life is highly signified by the placement of Sun in your chart. Sun also defines your father, authority figures, and government in your chart. When Sun goes in the 8th house here, it shows that the native is very research oriented person. The native is very investigative in nature. When the native goes into any relationships, any friendships, any kinds of terms, then they always try to find the depth. So in many cases, it can be seen that the native finds very difficult to form relationships because Sun going in the 8th house here, it gives the native lots of investigative personality through which there can be lots of doubts and the relationship they want to form just breaks down while they're still in search of truth and finding things out. So 8th house here this way, when Sun goes, it gives the native a very research oriented person. So if this property, if this nature of the native, if they take in their career, then they can flourish in psychology and other psychology, mental health fields and other health related fields. So these fields can be really favorable for the natives, as well as any research fields are very favorable for the native. So Sun going in the 8th house here also tells that native has a very distant relationship with father, and the native may have been deprived of native's father's love, and native's father's health can be seen a bit bad here due to the position of Sun in the 8th house. It can also be seen that the native one has very unusual means of gains in natives' lives. The natives will be highly interested in stocks and market stocks and tradings and so it also, since Sun sitting in the 8th house is aspect in the second house, which is the house of resources, so it also shows that hidden resources comes from such things, hidden wealth from the government and unusual means of gains in lives. 8th house is not considered that good in the field of astrology, but still it is very important to see where Leo sign is in your birth chart. Suppose if you are Leo ascendant, then it's making a connection with the 8th house here and the first house, between 8th and first house. So here it shows that the native might have health issues and health issues time to time and may suffer due to that. So it does not always mean that just because 8th house there is Sun, the native will have bad health. Suppose if Leo sign is in the 5th house, then it's making a connection with 5th house and 8th house, and 5th house is the house of love relationships. So here it shows that native in the dasha of Sun, you will have relationship issues, and uh, there may be troubles regarding relationships, and also in terms of your career and professional life. In this position, it is very important that especially during the dasha of Sun, you don't go into introspection, you don't go into the dark reality of life. Rather, in the dasha of Sun, if you choose to be positive and take the eighth house qualities well, then you will get favorable results of eighth house, and sun will give you fruitful results. So if you in the dasha of sun, if you have good karma, then obviously you will have good results in your life and positivity in your life. Thank you.